Hello, everybody. David Schuster here. The news is going from bad to worse for Donald Trump with the Epstein files. There are now multiple reports on Capitol Hill that a majority of House Republican lawmakers are ready to abandon Trump and vote to release everything.
What a Republican told me, he told me that when that vote happens, it's going to be what they call a, quote, jailbreak.
Right.
He said you will see over 100 Republican members vote for it.
Wow.
Because they know that their constituents are demanding it. So it's all coming out.
Several GOP lawmakers say they are now convinced the files include lewd pictures of Donald Trump with half-naked teenage girls. The Republicans point to Attorney General Pam Bondi's recent Senate testimony when Bondi refused to issue a denial.
Do you know if the FBI found those photographs?
Senator Whitehouse, you sit here and make salacious remarks, once again trying to slander President Trump left and right.
That is not a no, and House lawmakers expect bombshells that will destroy anybody who voted to try and protect Trump. The leading Trump defender is House Speaker Mike Johnson. Johnson has refused to swear in Democrat Adelita Grijalva, who won a special election weeks ago in Arizona and is ready to provide the signature needed on a petition that would force a House vote on the Epstein files.
She says that you're afraid of her being the 218th signer to the Epstein petition to release the files, that if she were a Republican, you would have sworn her in. What do you say?
I say bless her heart. She's a representative-elect. She doesn't know how it works around here. We're going to give her the oath of office as soon as we get back to regular session.
What do you say?
Oh, no, it's totally condescending, patronizing, misogynistic, and really telling of where he is. I mean, I think that people can see what's happening here and his push to obstruct me getting sworn in. And why he's doing that is because I will be the 218th signer to the Epstein files. And this delay tactic, I believe he's trying to get one of the other 4 Republicans who signed on to the petition to remove their name.
The 4 Republicans on the petition, along with all Democrats, are Kentucky's Thomas Massie, a co-sponsor, South Carolina's Nancy Mace, Colorado's Lauren Boebert, and Georgia's Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Everyone that voted for Trump Vance, everyone was like, release the Epstein files.
Right.
This is not even an argument. It's not even debatable. It's not being a traitor to the president to sign my name on a Thomas Massie discharge petition to release the Epstein files. No. I am staying true to what we've always said. There needs to be transparency.
So why aren't more Republicans joining the petition? Well, lawmakers say the Trump White House pressure on the GOP to block a vote has been intense. Donald Trump is reportedly freaking out over the Epstein files, and Trump continues to portray the story in stark partisan political terms.
But it's really a Democrat hoax because they're trying to get people to talk about something that's totally irrelevant to the success that we've had as a nation since I've been president.
We are real human beings. This is real trauma.
We are tired of looking at the news and seeing Jeffrey Epstein's name and saying that this is a hoax. We are tired of it.
These poor women,
right,
raped. They went in front of the biggest press conference I've ever seen in Washington and stood in front of cameras, shaking, terrified, and talked about being raped when they're 14 years old.
Jesus.
I mean, and there's known hundreds of them, but they think there's an estimated 1,000 or more.
The victims continue to meet with House lawmakers and expect that once the vote actually happens, they will get overwhelming support. In the meantime, House Speaker Mike Johnson keeps pointing to the government shutdown for the House not going into legislative session and for the delay in Adelita Grijalva's swearing in.
So I have said this repeatedly. I'm delighted to administer the oath to her as soon as we get back to legislative session. In the meantime, she can be working for her constituents. She has hired staff. I've noticed they keep doing stunt videos outside of her office, knocking on the door and pretending it's closed. It shouldn't be. She should be in there taking calls from her constituents and doing her job.
No, Speaker Johnson, why don't you come over and check it out? I got keys. We have no phones, no computers. We brought in a printer because we don't have government email in order to connect to any of the services here. How am I supposed to take constituent calls and information when I don't have a government email? We don't have the capacity to tap into resources. I mean, does he know his job?
By most accounts, Mike Johnson's job these days is to protect and defend Donald Trump. So Johnson keeps buying time to try and figure out some way to buy off one of the 4 Republicans who are on the discharge petition that would force an Epstein vote.
We are in an Epstein shutdown. Mike Johnson has shut down the Congress for almost 30 days because he doesn't want to find out how close Donald Trump is to Jeffrey Epstein, the largest, the biggest, the most notorious child sex trafficker America has ever known.
I have called. We sent a letter, and now our attorney general sent a demand letter 2 days ago, basically saying, swear her in. You are depriving 812,000 Arizonans from their voice in Congress.
On top of Donald Trump flipping out over the Epstein files, there are other powerful and wealthy people who are also in for some horrific Epstein news. Based on the Epstein files already released from his estate in lawsuits, lawmakers have been given descriptions of some of Epstein's alleged co-conspirators.
A Hollywood producer worth a few $100 million, a royal prince, a high-profile individual in the music industry, a very prominent banker, a high-profile government official, one high-profile former politician, one owner of a car company in Italy, one rock star, one magician, half a dozen billionaires, including one from Canada.
As for the billionaire from Queens, Donald Trump was a close friend of Jeffrey Epstein for nearly 15 years. Trump and his White House staff keep pointing to Trump ending that friendship over a staff dispute at Mar-a-Lago and because Trump found out that Epstein was a sick perv, as officials have said. But the timing offered by the Trump White House doesn't add up. And besides that, there is a growing belief on Capitol Hill that Donald Trump participated in Epstein's depravity, and that the files under seal at the FBI and the Justice Department will contain the documentary and visual proof. Several Republican lawmakers and Democrats say it's only a matter of time before the Trump-Epstein bomb goes off. And for Republicans whose loyalty to Trump has been a source of their political strength, the tables could be about to turn. There are deep GOP congressional fears that the Epstein files are going to destroy Trump and bring down any Republicans who have been protecting him. So voting to release the files, voting for transparency, is a political no-brainer. First, though, the House will have to be forced to take that vote. And so the Johnson delay in swearing in Mr. Grijalva grinds on. By the way, Donald Trump's ICE agents are getting increasingly aggressive in their migrant deportation raids and arrests, but a woman in New York City recently shamed agents in a courthouse hallway in epic fashion.
What's wrong with you? You want to hit me? Hit me, baby! You ain't got me. Nobody's scared of you.
In New York City, that woman is exercising her First Amendment rights and giving ICE agents verbal hell.
That's why your kids them don't like you, and your wife is you. That's why you gotta hide your face. My face ain't hidden, bitch. I'm American, you stupid bitch.
Check out that video at the link below. It generated a lot of comments on YouTube. One of the most popular is from Genevieve, who wrote, "My hat's off to this woman." Indeed. I look forward to reading your comments about Donald Trump freaking out as the GOP jailbreak away from him on the Epstein files takes shape. I'm David Schuster. Thanks for joining us.